Morning guys, welcome back to Derby Koi. It's the weekend, not the warmest of days, that's why I've got my woolly hat on, but it's not raining. So what I want to try and do today is have a little dig here. I think remove some of the turf, have a bit of a dig down, see how deep I can go. No idea where I'm going to put the soil yet. And see what size I can get in here for my little veg filter thing I want. I can't go too big because obviously I need space here at the side to do the hedge. Now normally I put my big ladders down so I can get up to the top of the hedge, but obviously when I do this veg filter I won't be able to do that, so it's going to make it awkward to do the hedge. So I'll figure that out when I come to it. I might have to see if I can do it from the other side, which again is very awkward because it's up against, I've got a little retaining wall on the roadside, so it's going to be awkward there, but I'm sure I'll figure out some way of doing this hedge. I'll have to. So yeah, I'm going to dig this out. Got my wheelbarrow ready. At the moment I've got to get my shovel and spades. Yeah, so let's make a start. I'll get this stuff together and I'll come back later. Okay, so we're digging it, and look at that, she's actually working. Don't get that very often. Don't catch him doing that very often, especially on camera. Yeah, look, as when you, unfortunately, when you dig a hole, I think I only get that much, but the soil seems to double and triple in size. So I'm trying to find somewhere to dispose of it around the gardens. Let's get on. Okay guys, trying to get rid of some of this soil. See if I find anywhere I can to get rid of it. So we'll get in there. Let's pop round, see how Graham's getting on. Sounds like he's still digging away. As you can see, look, filling all the borders in as well. I'm doing a raised bed over here. So, hello. Working hard, I see. Right, that's the hole dug. Still more work to do on it. I've got a, this was my overflow. This first one here was my overflow from my trickle out, and the other yellow one there, that other one, the second one is the electrics to my pump in my skimmer. So I need to redo that to give me more room. Doesn't look that big on camera, I know, but it's big enough, I think, for a veg filter, little veg filter. More tidying up to do, so just get in the hole. Ooh. I need to sort this corner out here, cut that away. I'm going to cut this away here as well. So what I'll do there is I'll cut some of these stones down, and then I'll skim it all nice and smooth on that side. And what I'm going to do this side is going to run some breeze blocks all along the edge to support the interior up to the grass level. And then because I need room at this side for access to my 4-inch bowl valve and my bottom drain there, and obviously I need to cut the hedge, so I can't take up any more of that. So what I'll do is when the breeze blocks are in sort of here, I want to put a thin layer of cement. I've got a load of these bricks here I can break up, so I can be clad like the front of the pond. I've got loads here, and there's a load over there as well, some smaller ones. So what I'll do then, so when you look around here, the fascia along here and along there will all be the same as that. But I think that's going to be deep enough. I'd say that's just over 2 foot, I'd have thought. Don't think I'm going to go any deeper. I've got nowhere else to get rid of soil at the moment, so I think that's going to be deep enough. Obviously I'll make sure the bottom's nice and smooth. I'm going to stick some underlay in there. Got loads of underlay to stop anything protruding and all stuff like this. Here I'll get my disc cutter I'll cut all these off as smooth as I can, smooth them all down as much as I can because you're not going to see them, and I'm just going to skim that with cement, same as these. Cut these off here, skim it all so you don't see it. Well, it's not going to be under the liner anyway and underwater. So yeah, that's the plan. But as you can see here, I've dumped a load of soil here. This is where I had a little memorial bench here, so I've moved the bench. I'm going to build it up. I'm going to put a couple layers of bricks, like a dry wall in the front, tamp it down, and that'll go back on there. Yeah, I've got nowhere else to put any soil. So I don't think I'm going to do any more on that today over here. So it's took me a couple of hours to dig that out. And hole that size, it's amazing how much soil comes out of that. What you think is going to be, that'll be half a dozen, if that. You think it turns like 12 and 15 wheelbarrows. As soon as you start to break it up, it becomes nice and loose. It takes a hell of a lot more. So yeah, I'm not going to do that today. I've got a couple of jobs I need to do. Not sure if I'd get onto it tomorrow because I've got these logs I want to get split and stacked. I say they're not going to be done for next winter. I've got to get them done as well. Most of them are cut to the size, so if Graham has a go with them tomorrow, if I can get him to have a go with this, I might get my cutter out and start cutting some of these down and trying to tidy some of these up tomorrow. It depends on the weather. If it's raining, I won't be doing that, but we'll get in there. Okay guys, it's been a few days since the last bit of recording. The weather has been absolutely abysmal. It's either been pouring down and rain, or I've been getting back late, so I haven't been able to do anything, but the weather's been abysmal. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll see a picture of him. He got in a mess. Somewhere here, you'll see. Right. First day I've got home when it's actually a little bit lighter and it's not raining really. That's still there. Right, but I've got your help a little bit, and obviously I need to get a liner for this. I'm going to obviously, it's all going to be blocked in and everything else. Now I've measured the hole and how much liner I need. It'll give me a little bit of overhang. I need a 10 foot by 14 foot liner. But I want a liner that I know OB1 will stick to virtually anything, but I've got CT1. I don't know if that will stick to all liners, I don't know. So I need a liner where I know CT1 is going to stick to it, because especially my overhang on this side, which is going to be returned to the pond, going from here into here, I need to stick it to the liner that's down there already, to overlap it and stick it. And my spillway that I'm going to put in there, I need to silicone that to the liner and everything else, and I need to silicone the liner to some of the brickwork on the side so I know it's completely sealed. So I know the expensive rubber liners will stick to it, but for that size it's a lot of money for a bit of line of that size. So I was looking at the cheaper ones, but I don't know if the things like the CT1 will stick to it, or OB1. I know I'm sure OB1 will, or CT1. One of them will, 100%. I don't know which one, but I think I've got CT1 in the shed. I can't remember, but I want to make sure that it sticks to that and doesn't leak or come off, because I don't want it leaking. But I need a 10 foot by 14 foot liner for that. That is going to be 2 foot in height, so the wall is going to be 2 foot high all the way around in there, so it's going to be 2 foot deep, and that is just under 8 foot in length that way. So that's going to give me more than enough for my veg filter. But first I've got home and it's not raining really, and I've got to go out. But a couple of things I want to do first, so let's get round to the bunker. Okay, so we're in the bunker now. So firstly, a couple of days ago I had a visitor. On my last video, was it my last video? One of my videos when I mentioned about thinking of putting a radiator actually here in the bunker. I received a message, I think it was actually an email I received from someone offering me a radiator. Now this person has just started their own YouTube channel, and it's not just koi. He used to do a lot of fiberglassing. He used to do a lot of fiberglassing on boats and things like that. So his new channel is called Gary Koi 625. Now I'll put a link down in the description to that channel. Now, as I said, it's going to be koi, fiberglassing and gardening. He does a lot of gardening of fruits and stuff like that, so something a little bit different. He's only just started, hasn't been going long, but his subs have started slowly going up, which is good. It was actually his granddaughter who made him start the channel, and he's actually getting close to. She's got a channel of her own. She's got her own YouTube, a few subscribers, and he wants to see if he can get past her. So pop on over, give him a sub, tell him that Bisley sent you, and I want to say a massive thank you to Gary, because a couple of days ago he actually popped down and he brought me a radiator and some of the fixings. So at some point I'm going to have that fitted in here. I mean, it's coming up to the summer now, so I don't need it, so I'm in no hurry to get it fitted, but I really do appreciate it. That really saves me trying to find a radiator and buy one. I really appreciate it, Kelly. So that will be fitting in hopefully for next year, for next winter. And as I said in that video, it will take a bit of pressure off my diesel heater, save it kicking in so much as hopefully leave it on tick over when the heating's on in the house. So Gary, thank you mate, I really do appreciate it. Also, I received a parcel. Now I do know who it's from. I've got no idea what's in it. I had a message from my mate Paul, who said expect a parcel in the post. So this has arrived, so no idea what it is. So let's get it open. You'll see it as I see it. Figure out how the box opens. I'm assuming it's at the top. Let's see if we can get it open. There we go. There you go, Paul. Thank you so much, mate. It's really going to come in handy. And it's got the fittings as well, and the threaded fittings. Oh, this is really going to help me out when I'm redo the pond and stuff I've got to do on the pond around there. Look, I've even got a one with the hose tail threaded as well. Paul, you're an absolute star again. Paul is the one who sent me the 1-inch ball valve, which I needed for the pressure filter. And this looks like it's a 1.5 inch. Is it 1.5 inch? That's about a 1.5 inch ball valve. So that's really going to come in handy. Paul, you're an absolute star. Cheers, mate. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, if you could help out in any way and let me know with the liner, if the cheaper liners, if the silicone will stick to it, the OB1 and the CT1, because I don't want it leaking. If I can afford a rubber liner, I will see if I price those up and see if I can afford one, see if I can get one of those, because I know that will be a lot better. But if not, I'll try the cheaper one, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it will stick. But yeah, so again, thanks to Gary, thanks to the radiator mate, and Paul, you're an absolute star again. Another ball valve, really appreciate that. Don't forget, on the 1st of June is the Koi Collection Open Day. If you can come along, there's going to be some great stuff going on there. Food available, there'll be food on the day, lots of deals on dry goods and fish, and Ken's going to sort out a raffle of a nice fish. As soon as I get any information on that, I said before, I'll put that in the video, in one of the videos showing when we pick a fish, and give you more information on how you can enter on the day. I don't think we're going to do it before, it's actually going to be on the day, so you can take it with you on the day. So yeah, I'm not sure there's something else, can't remember. There's going to be something I forgot or no, but I'll put it in the next video if I have to. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Pop on over to Facebook and Instagram. Until the next one, stay safe, jobs are good.